a live session with our beloved citizen volunteers of Project StepOne. Project StepOne is a 100% volunteer-run free telemedicine service. We are a 7-month-old initiative that provides free telemedicine to COVID-19 impacted citizens across 16 states in India's 18 languages. We have touched more than 50 million lives through 1 million teleconsultations. This has been possible because of our community of 1,000 plus citizen volunteers and 7,000 plus doctors who have volunteered with us through our partner and CSR Seva organizations. Hello everyone, I am Shruti Bharadwaj, your host tonight and a citizen volunteer at Project StepOne. Today we have our citizen volunteers, Chayan from Genpact. Hi Chayan.
Hello.
We have Rakshi from Wipro Cares. Hi Rakshi.
Hi everyone.
Sagar from Here Technology. Hi Sagar.
Hello everyone. Hello.
And Karuna from Sheroes. Hi Karuna.
Hi.
Each of them helped to screen calls coming from COVID suspected and impacted citizens so that our doctors can attend to citizens faster and in a more streamlined fashion. I now request all of you to introduce yourself. I start with you, Chayan.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Thank you, Shruti. Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. It's Chayan. I'm from Genpact. Actually, in Genpact, I'm in finance and accounts. I have been volunteered with Project StepOne for the last 6 months. I guess, yeah, it's 6 months. So basically, it was a very good journey since that time. We are just helping COVID patients from the Delhi and touching lives every day, saving lives, taking calls from them. So yeah, it's a very good journey till now. Yeah.
Can you share some of your hobbies or your life outside StepOne as well, Chayan?
Yeah, absolutely. Apart from my volunteering and my jobs, I just love to have some books and the video games. That's all for this situation.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Can I now ask Karuna? Karuna, can you share something about yourself?
So, hi everyone. My name is Karuna and I'm an IT manager at an edtech company and I'm currently living in Pune. So, I've been volunteering with Project StepOne from July and I have attended about 100 plus to 200 plus patients, the COVID impacted patients from Delhi. And one day I was just sitting at home and I was just browsing through the Sheroes app, and that's when I saw about Project StepOne and I thought of volunteering there. So I have been volunteering from July. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Karuna. Rakshi, can you share something, please?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. I have been associated with Project StepOne very recently, just about 2 weeks back. And it is through Wipro Cares that I came to know about Project StepOne. I have about 25 years plus experience in IT and IT extended services. And I mean, my primary passion is to help people. And I really thank Wipro Cares for giving me this opportunity to associate myself with Project StepOne. It's just been a very brief period, of course, just about 2 weeks, but I'm already feeling very, very excited and really, thankful that I am actually able to participate and reach out to the masses and help people in need.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Sagar, can you please introduce yourself? Sagar, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are audible, Sagar. Go on.
Yeah. Yes. So, hello everyone. Good evening. Myself, Sagar Ashok Datrange from which is situated in Airoli, Navi Mumbai. I have been a volunteer with this Project StepOne since COVID about my hobbies. Hobbies are singing, dancing, and so social. The week has started, so I was so thanks a lot to my company, technology and the Step One. Hello,
Sagar, can
hello.
you disconnect and join back? We are not able to hear you properly. Well,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
By the
Just give
time,
me a second.
sure. Right. By the time Sagar joins back, Chayan, can you tell us about your experience of volunteering at StepOne and how it has shaped your view of the pandemic?
Yeah, sure, Suti. So basically, at the moment when I had joined, we are in the phase one calling the patient from in the Delhi, asking for if they have any issues in the COVID care centers. If they have, then we have to directly inform to the team representatives, and that it will be get resolved as soon as they got these reports. And now we are as taking inbound calls. So we got very paused right now. So right now I myself have taken around 4,000 plus calls till now. So helping and taking the so-called it's a very means sometimes it's a we are very means it the callers just we are in a very much need, so we have to prompt very fast at then and there to solve their queries, solve helping them sending ambulances, because for many of us it's not just a call, it's a life of someone's, those who are waiting for our calls and help. So yeah, it's a very good, and it's very satisfying at the last of the moment that we are doing such a good for those who are really in need.
That's amazing. So you actually ensure that our national helpline number remains attended all the time, and you're taking quick calls. And you said you've called 4,000. You've made approximately
Yeah,
4,000 calls. So that's
yeah.
amazing. Thank you so much. Do you have any incident that you want to share with us, which is just block your mind and for a long time to come now?
Yeah, Ruti, so there was a many incidents, but apart from this, this is around 1 month, a month ago that a caller from another state just came to Delhi for for the relatives for a mental checkup. But there they have tested COVID positive, and the patient has no any addresses, and he was just transferred to another hospital. So when their relatives come to know, they just don't have any idea where they have gone, so they just call us back and asking for the help, and for that we had spent a lots of time, means hours and hours to locate that person. And at last, yeah, we were able to search, and the happiness from that person is it was just extremely very good experience that time that at last we have helped that. So it was one of those incidents which I cannot forget that.
Thank you so much, Ayan, for sharing that with us. So, Rakshi, you attend tickets assigned to you by the system, which we receive from municipal corporations or state governments. Can you tell us how has your journey been with Project Step One?
Yeah, sure. So, yes, I'm one of the screeners, as we call ourselves, where we actually call up the COVID positive patients primarily to check on their health, to determine if any of them require any kind of emergency medical assistance, if they need to consult a doctor. But by and large, otherwise, just to reassure them that things will be fine, giving them the tips of basic hygiene practices, and also kind of reiterating and telling them to keep themselves isolated. Okay, so that's what I've been doing over the last 2 weeks. I have actually reached out to over 550 plus patients in this short period. And as I said, it's a very great feeling. At the end of the day, I feel very good that I've been actually able to help somebody, just talk to them and help them feel that we are all in this together.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rakshi. So now let's hear from Karuna. Karuna, you said you joined us through Sheroes, a community for women who stepped up during these times. So how has your experience been with Project Step One?
So it has been a very great experience, I would say. So this was something new to me, and I was attending calls, from Delhi, and I've attended about 200 to 50 calls roughly. So I usually, screen patients on Sundays. So Sunday, 4 to 5 hours. So on weekdays, we are working from home, and it's all stressful these days. And yeah, so I've kept only Sundays for screening the patient. And yeah, so I would like to share a experience with you guys.
Sure.
So there was this lady, she was 65 years old. She's very old, and I was screening her. So I was just jotting down all the details in the app which we have. And after that, when I was just about to keep the phone, she told me, "Beta, आप रुक सकते हो? Please, can you just wait for some time and talk to me? Just talk to me." And at that point, I was like, okay, let me just wait. And then we spoke for half an hour. We spoke about anything, like everything, my work from home experience, about movies. We chit chatted and all. And she felt really lonely, to be honest. She was isolated, and her daughters and all were not there around her, and she was isolated in a room from like last 3 4 days, and she was really sad, to be honest. And then she felt so good after talking to me. And so after that, I realized that even though I have my grandparents at home and my parents at home, I hardly give them time. Even though, from March you've been sitting at home, but I don't take out time and talk to them. So that's why we decided, we'll have a family dinner together, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's a great initiative, I would say. And all thanks to Sheroes and Project StepOne, this experience is like really life changing for me. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Karuna. I mean, that story is so touching. Chayan, we have a question from the audience. So they are asking you, since how long are you there in Project Step One? Because you said you're making 4,000 calls. So they're just wondering how long are you with Project Step One now?
Yeah, so it's around from the around 6 months. I am volunteering with the step ones.
Wow. Okay. So 6 months.
Yeah.
So there's one more question for everybody here. So they are like, what motivates you to volunteer in general, and what sort of returns you think you get out of it, and how do you motivate all others to join Project Step One? So can we start with Karuna? Karuna, what motivates you
Yeah.
to volunteer in general?
So to be honest, I like helping people out, and at this point, helping India is a priority anyway. So this is something that we are at least doing this. Like, we are not even doctors, but then still we are putting our efforts, and I'm really happy about that. Somewhere we are impacting lives, so that's a great thing to do.
Right. Nice. And Rakshi, what sort of returns you think you get out of volunteering?
I think it's just the feeling of satisfaction about, you know, being human at the end of the day. It's out of humanity, the feeling that we have been able to assist somebody as a human being, keeping aside all social biases, keeping aside, I mean, there is nothing else, but all we want to do is just help each other and ensure that we are somehow, as a team, as a group, as Indians, we are able to overcome this pandemic and come out victorious.
Very well said, Rakshi. Thank you so much. Chayan, so how do you want to motivate others to join the Step One volunteer force?
So for me, the happiness and the satisfaction at the end of the day, that is priceless. No one can uh, provide anything for that we have actually helped others who are really in need. So it's just a matter of 1 hour or 2 hours for a day for us, but those who are getting these kinds of hours, it's really make a great difference for them also. So this all things which actually motivates us, because it's nothing to give 1 hour to them, but it brings a huge difference for the person there who are there in it. So
Right.
that's
Right. So, Karna, because you joined from Sheroes, I want to ask you how different is it volunteering at Project Step One and other volunteering business? So, general volunteering is somewhere where you go help out people, you
Right.
distribute something and all, and then there is Project Step One where you're actually doing screening, calling people and talking.
Right.
How different is it for you?
So yeah, so usually I used to go to NGOs and all, and this time it's different. It's all online. This like at this point, so everybody's working from home, as I told you. So yeah, it's very different, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, we are actually impacting lives, and it's a great feeling, to be honest.
Wow. Okay, nice. Rakshi, how are you managing your work, your hobbies, and even taking time out of your time out for volunteering? How are you doing this?
Okay, so I think one of the main things that has helped is this work from home scenario. Okay, so the most important thing is that I'm almost saving 4 hours of commute time. So when I was actually working from office, it took me at least 4 hours back and forth that I would spend in just traveling. And though I know that right now I don't have a maid, doing the household chores, doing the house, I still have at least about 2 hours which I can spare. And I think, and doing it from the comfort of my home with the flexibility of managing work, household work, and everything together, I think that's how I'm able to manage.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so Chayan, we have heard that you spend a lot of time at Project Step One, volunteering, calling, and doing everything. So, what are your timings, and how are you managing your work as well as taking time for volunteering, covering all your hobbies? So, how are you doing that?
Yeah, Sruti. So for this volunteering, actually, I didn't fix any time that I have to do this time. Whenever I just got the time from my work, whenever there's a needs that the call flow is very high, I just logged in myself and start taking the calls. So actually, there's no any fixed time for me. Even it's a late night around 3 4 o'clock, at the morning at the 10 a.m. So whenever I just got the time, I just logged in to get the calls.
Well, very nice. So then you want to share something or one impactful story or another, any scenario that you want to share with everybody watching today?
Yeah, Sruti. So after getting this call, so one thing which developed in my quality, that is the taking the decisions at that moment. Because while taking the call, so you just have to take some decisions at that moment only, and that one moment impact the others' lives also. So yeah, it basically helps me a lot in my corporate cultures where I have to take the decisions and be firmly on that. This
Amazing.
helps a lot. Yeah, this helps a lot for me.
So you're saying you've not only learned how to take instant decisions, but it has improved your own personal life also. You can now take
Yeah,
strong decisions at the moment. So amazing.
yeah.
What have you learned, Rakshi? What do you think? You said you're here from 2 weeks, and how has this 2 weeks really made a difference in your life?
Well, I think primarily what has happened is when I actually was inducted 2 weeks back into the program, I learned that there are thousands of people from all walks of life who have volunteered to help in this noble cause. And what I realized is it strengthened the belief in me that compassion and humanity is an innate characteristic of human beings. Okay, it's just that in these times of crisis and when there are disasters, that it resurfaces. And I think this particular mission, this group of volunteers is actually a classic example of how people, when there is a time of need, people actually just would like to help. And I think that's exactly what we are doing right now.
Great. Okay, so one interesting question, just from my side. So, 5 years from now, how will you think they will talk? We will talk about the pandemic now because you're too involved with all the citizens who are affected from 5 years now. How do you think they're going to react?
Well, I am quite confident that 5 years from now, we would have defeated this virus for sure.
Awesome.
It would have been all in the past, and
Yeah,
human race would survive and say that human beings are definitely superior than a microorganism for sure.
yeah.
Applaud for the
So that's what
answer.
I think.
Thank you. Chayan, what is your answer?
So from the 5 years from now, definitely we just remember all these moments only, that how we are able to help or what happens to. There may be some memories which are not so very good, not so very means happyable, but people just they will cope up with the time, and definitely there will be a medicines. There will be no viruses like this again for in the next 5 years. So yeah, there'll be mixed emotions with the people, that it may be good for them. It may be that there is some incidents that they never forget for their life, and So just let's pray for better for them also.
Yes, as we say at Project StepOne, we spread faster than the virus. So, we will have no corona by 5 years. So I hope so too.
Yes.
So Karna, are you here? And I was just asking Chayan and Rakshi, 5 years down the line, how do you think people will react about coronavirus?
Yeah, I know it
About the pandemic and the
may
situation?
resembles, I know. So I think as a person, people have become really empathetic in this complete Corona journey. People are more kind and compassionate. So for some people, it has been a roller coaster ride, and for some, it's like they're just trying to survive. So 5 years down the line, I think we are going to remember this, and I think we will appreciate the life that we are currently and at that time also.
Okay. Sagar, can you hear us? Are we audible and is your network okay now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Right,
Am I
Sagar.
audible?
So,
I can hear you guys, but
yes, you are clear. If you want to switch off your video and then talk, you can do that. And I wanted to ask you about your experience with Project Step One. Sagar, can you hear
yes,
us?
yes, yes, yes. I would love to share that. Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Am I
Yes, we can hear
audible
you,
right now?
Sagar.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes, we
yeah,
can hear
yeah.
you.
So actually, why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, while I have done a lot of volunteer in my past, but that was limited to my area, or that was limited to my local area. But I have not early contributed such big social cause, such like step one. So the entire effort of supporting and contributing to step one was seamless process for me. The team ensured that, I mean, our team ensured that we had a call to COVID person and ask them about their health. So and ask them to practice the right way of not spreading the coronavirus. So this is the best way, I think. And I wanted to share one experience. There was a 62 years old gentleman was there. I called him, and he was so loving, so kind when he was giving the answers about himself and about his health. And before disconnecting the call, he just said that he blessed me with the saying, uh, "You are doing great job, beta. Keep it up." And मैं आपके लिए दुआ करूंगा, ऐसा उन्होंने कहा. So that time, and these two lines made my day. And I think that call will be memorable for me for the entire my life. So thanks to Step One and for this opportunity actually.
Thank you so much, Sagar, for sharing such an amazing story. And I'm sure, their blessings is far, far, far greater than anything else that I think we would expect out of volunteering. So thank you so much. You have answered my next question as well. So,
Exactly.
right. So, okay, before
Right,
we close
right.
our chat for the evening, is there anything that you would like to say to the audience, Sagar? Sagar, can you hear us?
Yes, 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 yes. Sorry.
Yes. Is there anything that you would want to,
Can you
you
repeat the
would like
question?
to Sagar, what is that one thing you would
Hello.
like to say to the audience?
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. I would like to say something to the listener and who are watching this live session. So, Step One is a great driven, great driven program. So, as a true Indian, as a true citizen of India, we have to fight against this coronavirus, and we have to help each other. So if anyone want to join this step one, so please log in their official site and enroll yourself and nominate yourself, and let's fight against this coronavirus and COVID-19 situation. And last not the least, but my company and the step one again. So thankful to both of them for giving this nice opportunity to me.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Chayan, what is that one thing that you would want to share with all the
Yeah, good. So, yeah, I just add on to the Saga that we should come forward and help uh, to the people who are really in need, because the technologies which we are using in the step-ons is really very user friendly. So, but even the people who don't so much use to technologies, they also can volunteers by even by their phones. Also, they can just use these platforms and help a lots and lots of people even from their home, also by keeping themselves safe. So yeah, just I just appeal them to kindly join and help us to fight this. So thanks to Genpact and a Step One project, a Step One for this great opportunities. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Chayan, for that. Actually, yes, yes, Rakshi. Now I ask you, what is that one thing that you would want to share?
Well, I would like, I just want to tell everybody, let us all be responsible citizens. Let us help control the spread of this virus, and let us do whatever it takes to help each other out. And just let's come out victorious.
Well said, well said. Thank you so much. Karna, yes, let me hear from you.
Yeah. So yes, I can hear you very well. And yeah, so I would request the citizens of India and to come up, volunteer for Project Step One and help people out, create an impact, create an impact basically. And yeah, please take precautions while going out, wear a mask, use sanitizers, everything, and don't take this disease very lightly. So be a responsible citizen, and that's it. Thank you, Sheroes, and thank you, Project StepOne, for giving us this opportunity to help people during this pandemic.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Thank you all for joining in today and sharing this amazing thing with us, your experience with us. So, request all the citizens across India to join in this effort by giving a missed call to 08061972266 or by visiting our website www.projectstepone.org. So please give us a missed call or join us. Thank you all for joining us today in this chat. Our next episode will be on the Wednesday, 28th of October 2020, and we will continue our discussion with our doctors about coping with the COVID-19. Meanwhile, if you have any suggestions or queries, please do put it in the comment box and help us to make the Step One Fireside Chat again a better one. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chayan. Thank you, Rakshi. Thank you, Karuna. And thank you, Sagar, for joining.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Oh, you all
Yeah,
can see you all could see the number
Take
there,
care.
and I think Prajwal has also
Yes.
put it in the chat box. So please
Yes.
do give us a response. Right. Thank you
yeah.
so much for joining.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.